What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Pitts from Pitts and Push Sports Talk Radio, Pitt Sports Zone, Bowie TV, coming to you live, Comcast, Channel 77, Verizon Channel 11, here with Coach Torrey Smith. It was a good game for y'all today, Coach.
Yeah, it did all right. I'm big on, the score doesn't really matter to me that much. It's how you play, and I think it did all right for most of the game, but figure out a way to get it done. And at the end of the day, that's what matters for the rankings. But to me, I think they did solid.
So before we get there, can you tell us how long have you been coaching?
I've been coaching for probably about 4 years or so now. I started my oldest son, he's 9 now with flag. And it's kind of just going from there to coaching with the Jaguars and Level 82, my 707 organization, with Under Armour at the All-American Games, and just a little bit around. So, honestly, I was sitting around when I retired, and I was like, man, I do so many different things in the community, and nothing involves the sport that kind of changed my life.
Right.
So I decided to just go and help with this All-American game one time, and from then it's kind of just been rolling.
It's been a love. It keeps you close to the game that you love. That passion keeps going. Mm-hmm. But not only that, you get to pass it down to your son and to all other younger generations like him. Mm-hmm. It has to be a good feeling for you.
Man, yeah. I mean, I coach football, but I feel like I'm coaching life. I know this game taught me so many life skills, and so I demand that out of them. Our mantra is eat, effort, attitude, teamwork, and toughness. And I'm like, if you can learn to master, your effort, your attitude, be mentally tough and strong, like that's going to lead to you being a very resilient young man. And so that's to me is what we really coach. I coach them, I don't want to say hard, but I'm very demanding.
Yes.
Because I expect them to, hey, if we're supposed to be doing ABC, then we need to do ABC, right? You know their goals, you know what they want. But too often, kids feel entitled to things. And like, no, you got to work for things out here. Especially for me, I'm hard on my son because that joke was growing up completely different than I grew up. So to me, I just want to make sure you got to work, you got to get it. You want to be good at something or you want to chase something, you got to put the work in. And the game of football teaches you all of that, teach you how to win, teach you how to fail, the whole nine.
But the thing about that is it transcends to life, which is also good for this younger generation. Not only that, something that you said, and I spoke with with the head coach from Robert Morris about this, and we talked about the entitlement that the youth now feel coming up to where when I was growing up, and I'm sure you, first place winner was the only one to get rewarded. Now they got consolation prizes, even if you didn't, earn it at that point because there's one winner. I think that's a very good lesson because it helps them not only on the field, but also it helps them in life as they grow and as they mature. And one of the things that we like to do with Pitts and Push Sports Talk Radio is we like to introduce youth athletes to college coaches to more so be a resource to get them to understand the mindset of how to engage in conversation, how to be able to have that conversation, how to be thought-provoking in the questions that they need and they want. And it's no different than what you're doing out here, and you're starting them already at this age. So that's to be commended because you bring a lot of experience, from your time, from whether it was youth Pee Wee to high school to Maryland University, then to the Ravens, even though my team don't like them. But nevertheless,
oh my goodness, man! Get that black and yellow out of here. We got a trigger in the area.
But still, man, everything that you're doing is to be commended. And we up to some push. We'll definitely make sure we get out to give you guys some more content and covers because it's important. It's important that the thesis and the word around isn't just that. When it comes to younger generations, they're not just out in mischief. They're actually trying to excel, not only in the classroom, but on the field as well. So we thank you for taking this time with us. We love to have you on the show to promote more of, East Howard Jaguars and just to keep it up and to give y'all that content and that creation to help push that along. So we thank you from Pitts and Push Sports Talk Radio and Pitt Sports Zone. Anything you want to say to the children who are discouraged and not wanting to play?
The game is a beautiful thing. The game of football, at least for me, like I said, it taught me so many lessons, and there's nothing to be afraid of. I feel like once you play this game, it's going to be hard. And I feel like as you grow older, you learn that everything that is really worth it, you have to fight for it. It's not going to be easy. And so this game taught me that, especially coming from what I came from, on the field and off the field, academically, like you got to put it all in. So if your goal is to go to college, to earn a scholarship, for me, that was my motivation. I wanted to get my school paid for.
Right.
I wasn't thinking about the league. I wanted to get my education paid for. And that was my number one goal. And that was the way to do it. So you got to learn to say no to the fun.
Yeah.
Right? You got to learn to put the video game down, put your homework first. And I promise you, one thing I've learned for sure is that life is always easier as a college student and a high school student. when I did my work first and have fun later. And so that's just kind of the way to go about it. But those same things apply to this field, right? Do your job right the first time. Don't wait for things to go south, then realize, oh man, I need to get back on track. No, you only got one chance to get it right the first time. And so to me, that's kind of how I live. And so I try to give our young boys the same thing and hold them accountable to it.
Y'all heard it here, Coach Torrey Smith, East Howard Jaguars.